What's good, YouTube? Your boy 21 here, recording from a park today. Park kind of close to my school, next to my old job. For a lot of you old subscribers or still subscribed to me, like last year when I first started, which was over there with this shitty Skechers outlet job. Anyway, today's episode is going to be about how to beat Sylvans. So this is the beating series episode. Don't even know the fucking number. I don't remember these things, but this is the beating series for beating Sylvans. Sylvans has been a deck recently that has seen a lot of come up and play, and people are having trouble with it via the new Jeff Jones build and via a lot of the builds that were taught in the three regions over the past few weeks. And I'm not gonna lie, I have trouble with the deck too, but once I understood what it does, I see the flaws in it, and I know how to beat it now. So in this video, I'm going to discuss ways to beat it. First of all, I'm going to start off by saying Sylvans is a combo deck that revolves around getting their graveyard effects off. So the main purpose of beating the deck is to stop them from getting their graveyard effects. So everything's going to be based on them hoping they can sack a Kariba handed or mill off their Sylvans to the graveyard. I know when he goes to the graveyard, he pops Spell Traps, one pops monsters, and they have a big ass Hermit Tree that comes from the hand to make big beefy plays. And almost every spell card in the deck, especially some of the guys from the graveyard's back. So I'm gonna fly by saying Gravekeeper's just completely shit on deck. And the reason being is NECROVALLEY. NECROVALLEY is a card that says cards can be used that are in the graveyard, especially cards from your opponent. So that's going to shit on all the hands, it's going to sit on the Sylvans, and it's going to shit on pretty much everything else that's graveyard based. So for you Gravekeeper players, you guys shouldn't have a problem with Sylvans, but for everyone that's not playing Gravekeepers, siding NECROVALLEY is an option. I probably wouldn't do it because I feel like there are better cards to side other than NECROVALLEY. But NECROVALLEY is one of the basic cards I can think of right now because it's one of the cards that I have sided in the past for Nationals last year to beat Dragons. And it was my plan on beating Dragons, siding two NECROVALLEYs into the guy that searched out NECROVALLEY. And with that 4-card engine, if you're having problems with any graveyard-based deck, it'll help you out. So Tutor, I think it's called Recruiter, not Recruiter. The Gravekeeper guy that searched for NECROVALLEY, two NECROVALLEYs. Next up, I'm going to talk about CROSSOUT. CROSSOUT. Now, some people might not cite it for Sylvan, but I think it is very important. The reason being, the mushroom tip guy, or whatever the fuck his name is, Sylvan, whatever. He's a flip effect monster, and when he flips, I think you excavate one. And when he hits the graveyard, he pops a card in the field, and the deck really don't set that often. So when they do set something, it's either gonna be a him, or it's going to be to try to get their defense out of the way. And when they play this charity, they're going to set it up, so when they set their card and you run them over, they're going to mill off like a Marshall Leaf and pop your monster. So running CROSSOUT to get rid of the set, or siding in your CROSSOUTs against the Silver matchup will help you out against the Mushroom. I'm calling Mushroom Tip guy. Hope you guys don't get the Haas Trends reference, but that's how I take his name, fucking Mushroom Tip. So yeah, Mushroom Tip guy. CROSSOUT fucks him over. Also, you also want to have your Soul Drain in your side deck. So a Soul Drain is so important. And I think Soul Drain in general is important in this current meta, based on the fact that you have Gear Gits, you have the hands, you have Sylvans, and pretty much those are the top 3 decks that use the graveyards. Oh yeah, you still have Dragons too, and Mermails to an extent. So your Soul Drain, that's like kind of obvious. Have it in your side deck ready for Sylvans as well. Another card you probably didn't think about. Well, not think about, but like timing your Abyss Dwellers is important in that matchup. Like, and when I say about timing, I really want to say like bring out Abyss Dweller as fast as possible. Like for me, for example, like I've stated in other videos, the faster you bring out Abyss Dweller, the faster you beat Sylvans in general, because Literally, every time I bring out Abyss Dweller into the deck, I stalled them out for one turn. They couldn't excavate. They had to summon their monsters to get rid of Abyss Dweller, and they didn't know what I have back row. And they didn't really have back row destruction like that. They didn't really have the MST's main deck. So if you bring out Abyss Dweller as fast as possible against them, especially if you're playing a water guy, and Abyss Dweller's pretty beefy, they're pretty much game. Let's say bring out Hermitry, and if you flip over Emptiness on them, it's going to be really game, because now they can't bring out the Hermitry or the other tree guy. I can think of his name. I think it's Dragonoff or what the fuck that nigga name is. And they're pretty much going to lose. So having your well-timed Abyss Dweller, aka bring the nigga out as fast as possible, is going to pretty much win you the game against Sylvans. Debunk is also important for that matchup, but I know Debunk is kind of expensive right now. I think it's sitting at 15 to 20. So if you guys have the Debunks, use them, because, you know, Debunk can be used during damage steps, so it stops the mushroom tip guy, it stops the Hermitry from coming from the hand, and it's going to stop pretty much every card effect in the deck. But the only thing that sucks about it, stops it once, which is why the main way I say the way I'm strategizing on beating that deck is to bring up Abyss Dweller as fast as possible. The deck really, like, once the deck goes off, it's pretty much kind of hard to beat. If you play against the deck enough, you can pretty much know what they're gonna draw or mill into if they play when they play their charity. So by knowing what they're gonna draw via the charity setup, you can kind of guesstimate. Mind Crush might be another option as well. So also, as for your main deck, make sure you have some like battle phase destruction cards, more stuff like, you know, the Deep Prisons and the Mirror Force. From my experience playing that matchup, they really, because a lot of people aren't playing Battle Traps right now, so they really didn't expect me to have the Deep Prison when I had it. And if I would have had Mirror Force, it would have helped me out too. Once they get their Exceeds on the field, it's going to be pretty much hard to beat them. So main decking that Dark Hole is a good top deck out, will help that matchup as well. Now, once they start going the Soul Charge shenanigans, it's pretty much probably going to be able to shit you can do about it, unless you have the Dweller, so that at least that way they won't just spam out shit on you. But they were going to bring a Draco Sack out anyway. But then again, if they bring out Draco Sack, if you guys aren't playing one-on-one right now, you really probably shouldn't be playing Yu-Gi-Oh! One-on-one is like the only card that's an extra deck I could say is a staple, guaranteed right now, because it's retarded. Keeps Draco Sack in defense mode, and it helps you not get your ass fucked over. But a lot of people don't bring Draco Sack on defense mode like that. A lot of people really don't. So, I guess it's a closing statement for in this episode of Beating Sylvans. Make sure you have your debunks. Make sure you bring out Abyss Dweller as fast as possible, which is why Gear Gills or anything that spams out rank 4 shits on the deck. Should shit on the deck, in my opinion. And make sure, also, now that I think about it, Forbidden Dress could be good against that deck too, because when they try to pop your monsters with Martial Leaf, you can dress and they get the effect. And for you Evil Swarm players out there, you guys are already running Dress through anyway, because Evil Swarm players really don't run lands. They run like 2 dresses and Infestation. So for you guys that are already running Evil Swarms, Dress should be a good option for you guys as well. So yeah, just make sure you have your cards to negate the graveyard effects, like your Soul Drain, your Abyss Dweller. Bring out Abyss Dweller as fast as possible to run the game over. And pretty much try to, sighting those crossouts, because when they can't flip up, if they can't flip up the mushroom tip guy, and if they can't get their milling effects out, can't activate their graveyard effects, they're gonna lose 9 times out of 10. I know a lot of this information is pretty much common sense. I mean, graveyard-based decks, cyber graveyard cards, pretty much game over. But you know, a lot of players don't know that, which is kind of hard to believe. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of cards that I missed out on when I say that, you know, like NECROVALLEY, little NECROVALLEY engine, Soul Drain, CROSSOUT is important. But yeah, that's how I plan on beating Sylvans right now. In the comment section down below, if you guys have a better way to beat Sylvans, or you guys have some unique different ways, tell me you guys ways, so we can all help each other out. Well, if you found this video enjoyable, give it a thumbs up, rate, comment, subscribe. This is Yoba21 and I'm out. Deuces. Have a good day.